Project Management Top Interview Questions and Answers. I will be just reading out the questions and answers from the slides. You can listen to the audio before attending the interview. Can you tell us about your project management experience? Sample answer could be, I have 5 years of project management experience in various industries such as IT, construction, and marketing. My most recent project involved managing a team of 10 people and oversees a project budget of $5 million. We successfully completed the project ahead of schedule and under budget, which results in a 20% increase in customer satisfaction. How do you approach project planning? I start by defining the project scope and goals, identifying key stakeholders, and creating a project schedule with clear milestones. I use tools such as Gantt charts to track progress and ensure that the project stays on track. I also make sure to allocate resources effectively and communicate regularly with the team and stakeholders. What steps do you take to mitigate the project risks? I use a risk management framework that involves identifying potential risks, assessing their livelihood and impact, developing contingency plans, and monitoring the project for changes that could impact risk. I also ensure that the team members are aware of potential risks and how they could help mitigate them. How do you motivate the team members to achieve the project goals? Sample answer can be, I believe in creating a positive work environment that encourages collaboration, open communication, and recognition of achievements. I set clear expectations for team members and provide them with necessary resources and support to succeed. I also regularly provide feedback and recognize the team members for their contributions. How do you manage project budgets? I create a detailed budget for the project which includes all relevant costs and contingencies. I regularly track and report on the budget throughout the project and identify any deviations from the plan. I also work closely with the finance team to ensure that all expenses are accurately recorded and reported. Can you describe a time when you had to resolve a conflict within a project team? In the previous project, 2 team members had a disagreement about the best approach to a particular task. I arranged a meeting with both of them to understand their perspectives and find a solution that would work for everyone. We ultimately came up with a compromise that satisfied both the team members and allowed the project to move forward without further issues. How do you measure the project success? Discuss your process for defining and tracking key performance indicators, that is KPIs, and evaluating the project outcomes. Be sure to highlight how you involve stakeholders in this process. How do you manage change within a project? I understand that change is inevitable in any project and I prepare for it by having a change management plan in place. This includes identifying potential changes, assessing their impact on the project, and communicating the changes to the team and stakeholders. I work very closely with the team to ensure that any changes are implemented smoothly and effectively. How do you prioritize the tasks in the project? I prioritize tasks based on their importance, urgency, and impact on project goals. I also take into account any dependencies and availability of resources. By doing this, I ensure that the most critical tasks are completed first and the project stays on track. Can you describe a time when a project didn't go as planned and how did you handle it? In the previous project, we encountered unexpected challenges and led to a delay in the project timeline. I immediately communicated the issue with the team and stakeholders, and we worked together to come up with a revised plan to get the project back on track. We have also identified the lessons learned from the experience, which helped us to avoid the similar issues in the future project. How do you ensure that the team members have the resource they need to complete their tasks? I work closely with team members to identify the resources they need, such as tools, equipment, or training. I also ensure that the team has a clear understanding of their roles and responsibilities and that any obstacles or issues are addressed promptly. How do you communicate with the stakeholders? I communicated with the stakeholders regularly and transparently, keeping them informed of project issues, project progress, and risks. I also provide them with timely and accurate reports and feedback and ensure that their input is taken into account in project decision making. Can you describe a time when you had to make a difficult decision in the project and how did you approach it? In the previous project, we encountered an unexpected issue that required a difficult situation or difficult decision to be made. I gathered input from the team and stakeholders, analyzed the potential impact of each option, and made a decision based on what was best for the project. I have also communicated the decision and the rationale clearly to all the stakeholders and ensured that the team understood the path forward. How do you handle the changes in the project scope? I evaluate the impact of change on the project goals, timeline, and budget. If the change is significant, I work with the stakeholders to reassess the project objectives and develop a revised plan. I also communicate any changes to the team and ensure that everyone understands the impact of the change on their tasks. Can you describe a time when you had to lead a team through a difficult project? In a previous project, we faced numerous challenges including budget cuts, resource constraints, and unexpected changes. I kept the team motivated by emphasizing our shared goals, providing regular feedback and support, and recognizing the team members for their contributions. We were able to overcome these challenges and successfully complete the project, resulting in high customer satisfaction and team morale. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel for more videos and all the best for the interview.